wicked, wicked, wicked. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy, 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 happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy, 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 hey, happy, 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 happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy, 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 happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. I pray that you all are well. I pray that your families are well. Excuse me. I pray that you had a fantastic day. I pray that you smiled. I pray that you smiled more than you frowned. I pray that you smiled more than you cried. I pray that any tears that you shed on today were tears and are tears of joy. I pray that you laughed so hard today that it brought tears to your eyes, right? I pray that although everything may not be going exactly the way that you want it to go, my prayer is that you are making the best of your situation. And more than anything, you're seeing it and viewing it as an opportunity to see how you can become better than best. Welcome to Transformational Mondays. My name is Dr. JaNee Mobley. I'm affectionately known as Dr. JaNee, and I welcome you all to Transformational Mondays. You may be asking yourself, what is Transformational Monday? Well, Transformational Monday is built off of the foundation of the scripture that says, "Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." And renewing means to renovate, right? Just like you're renovating a house, you may strip the walls, you may paint the walls, you may pull up the floors, you may strip the floors if they are wood, and you may restain them, right? It's giving it an update, it's refreshing it, renewing. And this is what we have to do with our own mind, right? For those of you all who don't know me, what I do is I help women turn their passion, their purpose, their God-given gifts into a business. And while at the same time, I teach them how to overcome mindsets that prevent profit, progress, and prosperity. As you come in, make sure you do me a favor and share this live broadcast. Drop in the comments, the chat, where you are tuning in from. And if you have not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. So tonight I'm going to talk to you all about something that seems like rather simple, but I want to put it in good evening. I want to put it in, or good morning, wherever you are. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm just going to cover all of the bases. As y'all come on in, make sure you share this live broadcast. And can I have a truth moment? For those of you all who do not know, while building a business, I work a full-time job. I'm also a wife and I am a mom. And let me tell y'all, it is literally not for the faint at heart. And the reason, one of my goals for my platform is that I be honest about the journey of entrepreneurship. A lot of the time, oh, okay, good evening. Good evening from Brazil. Or no, you are Brazilian. Got you. A lot of the times we see people's external successes, but we don't know what they went through internally. We don't know what they experienced on their journey. And a lot of the times people are very excited to share their open successes for a plethora of reasons. It is to draw you in as a client and a customer. It's also to bring you in to get your attention. So they share the successes. And of course, the failures are not so exciting. However, what happens is people along their journey, good evening as you all come in, make sure you share this live broadcast, text it to about 2 or 3 people, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm so glad that you love my channel. More than anything, I pray that it's providing transformation to you and to your life, right? So what happens is, and I'll tell y'all about my journey, is that you see people's open successes. They tell you how many, they make 5, 6, 7 figures. But a lot of the times they don't tell you that along the journey, the first idea that they had failed, or the first book that they published did not sell out, right? Or the first product that they released, they were rejected, or they don't even tell you how many times they were rejected, right? And along the way in your journey, you may be thinking like, dog, you may have just started your idea. You may have just written your book. You may have just opened up a brick and mortar, and you're not getting the six figures. It may be a year from now, 2 years from now. You sitting here thinking like, dog, what is wrong with me? Well, here's the thing that I had to understand. Everybody's not going to tell you about your journey. It wasn't until I started working closely with my coach that I found out, someone who's making 6 and 7 figures, that she filed bankruptcy, right? The challenges she went through. She actually went full-time in entrepreneurship and then went back into corporate America to support her dream. And a lot of the times people don't say that and they don't share that. So one of the things that I want to share with you all is to be honest, on this journey as being a wife and a mom and working full time and building my business on nights and weekends, y'all, this is not easy, right? And I'll be honest, before I hit the button to go live, I was sleepy. Like I had to hype myself up. I had to coach myself up because our kids are in the bed at a specific time. And this gives me space to be able to come in, do the work, and do what is necessary to build the very vision and profit from my purpose. So that was just a transparent moment. We're going to go ahead and get into the content. So tonight I want to share with you all why you need people in order to profit from your purpose and build your business. So, and it's very, very simple, but a lot of the times people get very, very short. People don't understand when it comes time for growth. And I'm sharing things with you all that I have observed personally and actually understood from coaches that I have worked with and things that I'm experiencing in my own business. So building a business, you cannot do it by yourself. Right? I'm going to say that again. Let me rephrase that. Profiting from your purpose, your passion, I'm going to say that again. You cannot do it by yourself. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, you need people. You need people. Well, why do I need people? Number one, you need people to buy from you. I don't care if you have a product or a service, whatever it is that you have to offer that you want people to purchase from you in order for you to generate revenue and ultimately generate a profit. You need people to buy from you. So we need 3 people. We need people for 3 reasons. Number one, we need people to buy from us. You cannot do it on your own. You need clients. You need customers. You need consumers. You need people to buy into the solution that you are providing for the problem that is out there in the marketplace. I coined this name, a solutionist. I call myself a solutionist. Why? Because we all are solutionists. We all have a solution to a problem in the marketplace. You may not be an entrepreneur. You may work a job. However, you are and possess a solution to a problem that is present in the marketplace. Here's the thing. In order for you as an entrepreneur to literally take your passion and profit from it, you have to understand that you need people to buy in to whatever product or service that you have that will yield ultimately revenue and profit. So you cannot profit from your passion alone. You cannot. This is something that you have to grasp, embrace, and understand. And here is the thing. We need customers, right? Everybody who owns a business, they need customers. So number one, you need people, number one, to buy from you. If people do not buy from you or they don't buy in, here's the thing, let me rewind it. If people don't buy into you, they won't buy into whatever it is that you're selling. How do I know? If you don't like someone, ultimately you tune them out. Right? Good evening, good morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are, right? Wherever y'all are, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Right? So you need people to buy into you. We are in a day and age with technology and social media that you must build a personal brand while or even before you build a business brand. Social media is disconnected, but it's actually very connected. People want to engage, people want to interact, people want to be able to identify and have some type of connection with you. Even when you buy in person, let's say you're going to purchase a vehicle from a car lot, you're more apt, majority of people, I'm not saying everybody, majority of people are more apt to purchase from someone that they connect with and develop a relationship with. Remember this, that people buy from those who they know, who they like, and who they trust, or from brands that they know, like, and trust. So you can't expect to yield a profit from your passion if people don't buy into you. Remember, people have to buy into you. And then ultimately, once they buy into you and they're convinced that you have the solution to the problem that they solve, they will buy from you. Number two, why do you need people? And I'm almost done, y'all, because look, I'm sleepy. I'm good and sleepy. Number two, why do we need people to profit from our purpose? And this is huge. I'm speaking as a woman who has great responsibility. I'm speaking as a wife. I'm speaking as a mom. I'm speaking as a woman who wears many hats, especially who's building a business while she's working her job. Y'all, you need people to help you. What do I mean? You weren't given. One thing that I understand about God is that he never does anything small, right? He never does anything small. The idea may start out small to you, but the bigger vision that God has is so huge that you cannot do it by yourself effectively. You can't do it by yourself effectively. Let me give you a vision of this. And I'm going to take the brand McDonald's, right? I'm going to take the business McDonald's. McDonald's is a fast food restaurant, hence fast food. You need someone to take orders. You need someone to prepare the food. You need someone to order the food. You need someone to stock the food. You need someone to ensure that the person gets the food at the drive-through window or the counter. You need somebody to clean. I should have been um actually counting this, right? You need somebody in accounting, you need somebody in human resources. What am I saying? I'm down to about 8 things minimal, and we're still talking about one business. Let's take your business. In order for your passion to be profitable, people need to be aware of it. So, marketing is a huge component of you profiting from your purpose. Here's the thing, you can have the greatest idea in the world, you can have the greatest solution known to man to people's problems, but if people don't know that you have the solution to their problem, guess what? They're not gonna buy. They're not going to buy. So you have to make sure that you have a marketing budget or a marketing department. But here's the thing, marketing by itself is a lot. If we look at marketing from an online perspective, not even just offline, but if we look at it from an online perspective, there are social media ads and there are a plethora of social media ads. Then you have social media where you have to schedule posts, where you have to, there are real shorts. What are they called? Yeah, real shorts posts. There are a lot of things, just social media. So one person alone, you can have multiple people working in a social media department. What am I saying? You cannot build something big by yourself. And here's the thing, you can't build it by yourself without being drained, bitter, and frustrated. This is where building a team of people to help you to take the vision and the idea that God has given you and implement it is essential. I don't even care if you have a nonprofit organization, you cannot do it by yourself effectively. And if you all want to know more on how to implement your idea while you're working in corporate America, click the link and join me for the Mindset to Movement Masterclass this Thursday, right? So you need a team of people to ensure that the idea and the vision that you have is effectively implemented and carried out. When we do things all on our own, especially in that capacity, you become burnout and you become drained. And what happens is your business becomes more of a burden than it is a blessing because you're doing everything. So if you genuinely want to have your passion be profitable, if you want it to prosper and actually reach the amount of people that it's supposed to reach, you have to make sure that you at some point build a team of people. So what does that look like even from a simple perspective? Well, when you think about a team of people, even for me, I know when I need things done, I don't, okay, let me put it like this. I don't like doing PowerPoint presentations, meaning I don't like the graphics for it. I don't like doing it at all. That's something that I outsource. So I have a guy who does my PowerPoints. When it comes down to specific graphics, I go to Fiverr and hire someone to do my graphics. I'm working on my second book, yay me, right? And I hired somebody because people will say, oh, you can go to Canva. Yeah, Canva is great. Canva is fantastic. However, sometimes as a wife and a mama and somebody who works full time and building a business and also connecting with my friend, we're doing a nonprofit. We have a nonprofit organization. Guess what? That's a lot. God didn't cause me to profit and then be burnt out. That is insane. That's insane. So I outsource a lot of stuff, right? You may not be at a point where you can hire a full-time employee, but outsource a lot of the stuff that you don't feel like doing or takes up your time. If you expect to really and truly profit from your passion and cause it to prosper and grow and reach the souls and the people that you have been called to serve, you have to ensure that you buy into the fact that you need a team of people. Number 3, why do you need people? And this is very essential. Y'all, if you don't get nothing else from what I said, right? In order for you to profit from your passion, you need people for support. As I said that and I lifted my hands, I remember the story in the Bible about the gentleman who was handicapped, whose friends lifted him up and lowered him into the building, right? You need people in your life where when you are mentally weak or you're frustrated or you are burnt out to be of support to you. I remember a couple of weeks ago, my husband became very ill. And let me tell y'all, it was not easy, right? Again, I'm a wife. I'm his wife. I'm a mom. We have 3 small kids at home, and it was challenging, okay? And gratefully, I was able to work things out with my job to be able to care for my husband and do things. But it was challenging, right? But business wise, gratefully, I have support. I have mentorship, which I have a coach. I also have an accountability partner where her and I, we support each other. You need people. Don't ever feel like you can build a business by yourself. You need somebody along the way when you don't feel like it, or you're frustrated, or you don't even have resources, or you have an idea, but you're trying to put all of the pieces together. You need people in your life that are going to be able to support you and push you along the way. Times when you don't feel like doing it and you want to quit, you need people in your life that are going to tell you, nope, this is what you committed to. Get your behind up and do what it was that you said that you were going to do initially. So I want you all to understand that whatever it is that you're daring to build, I don't care if you are an author, I don't care if you are a musician, I don't care if you are an actress or a coach, a speaker, or what have you. I don't care if you are building, if you're in real estate. Understand that you need people. You can renovate a house by yourself. But guess what? You still need a company to purchase supplies from. And guess what? It will go a whole lot. Sorry, y'all. I don't like gnats. And it was just a gnat right there. And I had to try and get it. But anyway, things will go a whole lot effectively and efficiently when you have the right team of people. So, as you are daring to profit from your passion and your purpose, I want you to ask yourself, one, who are my customers? Two, how do I need to build my team? Who do I need on my team right now? And number three, make sure that you ask the question, who in my life are supportive of the vision and the purpose that I have that won't allow me to quit? And is it time for me to invest in myself? If you all haven't clicked the link below to join me for the Mindset to Movement Masterclass for women who are ready to take their idea and implement it without excuses, make sure you click the link below and join me this Thursday. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you all. Have a phenomenal evening. And remember to know your worth. Good night, y'all. Bye.